Alright, this is Luis Sandro of FightHype.com here with Daniel Franco. Hey man, I know you got a fight coming up, man, November 20th, man. How's training and preparation going so far for that?
Training's going great. You know, I'm doing runs in the mountains and like San Dimas and Inland Empire around there. A lot of runs in the mountains near Rancho Cucamonga, where my home gym is, Warzone Boxing Club. Getting great sparring. You're moving it up to about 8 rounds now, and you know, it's going great. I feel strong.
Now, I know the big thing about you, I know that people might have heard, is, you know, you signed with Roc Nation, man. How exciting was that for you? Because they plucked a few good fighters, Andre Ward, Miguel Cotto, you yourself. How exciting was that whole thing for them to choose you and put you on the team?
It was really awesome. Like when they approached us, and you know, my dad, you know, he told me, he's like, hey, Roc Nation wants to sign. I was like, really? You really? Heck yeah, man. I was really excited. I can't wait to see what work they do and how well they push me.
Is it exciting? Is it motivating? How do you feel? Because you know you guys are the first run of the fighters they've chosen. Do you feel kind of like a little bit of pressure because you have to live up to the expectations?
No, I don't feel any pressure. I think I do well under pressure. You know, my brother, my older brother, he was a pro fighter. He had about 20 pro fights, 19 wins, 1 loss. And you know, just trying to like live up to his standards. You know, trying to be as ferocious as him. You know, that was enough to push me, and you know, I have a lot of people behind me. I have a lot of people that believe in me, and I think we'll go to the top.
Did you come from a fighting family, or how did you get into the sport? Did you start young, or?
Oh yeah, I started when I was like 11 years old. We were always playing sports, baseball, football. I wear glasses when I'm not in the ring, so when I was little, I didn't know I had to wear glasses yet, and we used to play baseball, and I sucked at baseball. I could never hit the ball. I was always striking out, but I had the right fundamentals. I was athletic, but couldn't see anything. I just said seeing blurs. I thought everybody saw it that way. So when I was old enough, I got my eyes checked, and I realized, you know, this sport ain't for me. So I went to boxing. I fell in love with it instantly, and it was great. It was really challenging. I liked it.
You know, you're with Joe Goossen now. How'd you come to that decision, and how excited are you to be working with him? He's worked with a lot of great fighters before.
Yeah, he's worked with a lot of great fighters. The way we approach him because my dad doesn't really have the experience for, you know, world championship fights, and that's of course every fighter wants to go there. We're building our way up to that point. My brother had, I think, one or two world titles. He fought for 2 titles. And Joe just has the experience. He knows what it's going to be like under those big lights, under, you know, pay-per-view, having all the cameras on you. He knows what it's going to be like, and I think with him in my corner, it'll put me at ease.
Now, I know your nickname is Twitch, right?
Yes.
What does that name mean, or how did you get that nickname?
I was exposing my chin a lot when I was an amateur, and like early on in my amateur career. And my dad was always telling me to, you know, make sure that my chin's in the right place. He would say, check your chin. So I would do this, put my hands up, and if I was right here, he'd say, check your chin. And I would do that, and I kind of got into the habit of always punching, move out, and then checking my chin. But now I keep it tucked. You know, I've gotten used to it. I've been boxing for about 12, 13 years now, and I should know where I need to put my chin. You know, so it's coming along nicely.
Now, when you know you're going to be on Roc Nation, all these things. What do you want to do? What are your goals? What do you want to achieve? I know you're starting off, you're 11-0 right now, but what do you want to do by next year this time? What are some of the goals you have set for yourself?
I want to get a small title. I want to get a small title for sure. I want to keep on building my record. I want to build my fan base. I want to build I want to get a lot of fans. I want people to believe in me, to follow me, to talk about me, to recognize me, to know who I am. You know, I think that's the biggest thing, you know, the recognition of all the hard work that I've been putting in over the years. You know, my family's been putting in the work. You know, they sacrifice a lot for my brother as well, you know, and me. So it'll mean a lot to make to the top.
Now, for those who haven't seen you fight, I just saw you spar one last round right now. That was exciting stuff in there, man. What can the fans expect if they go see you fight? What kind of style? How will you describe yourself?
I'm a boxer. I can punch. I can brawl if I need to. I have excellent footwork, great head movement. Nothing too extra. I don't like to have like any flashy stuff. I want to make sure that I'm a classic style boxer. But you know, if you've seen it, it's entertaining. A lot of people say it's entertaining. I don't know how boxing can't be entertaining. It's a great sport.
And you know, growing up, who were some of the fighters you kind of looked up to, idolize, or even now that you kind of look up to, you maybe mimic a little bit, or just see what they do and try to match it?
When I was younger, I remember just seeing like the Tyson fights.
Tyson, everybody, right?
Tyson Pitt, the Holyfield's area. Yeah, my family used to get together at parties and watch boxing. I was in the dirt, you know, pushing like dirt cars and stuff, playing with my cousins. But fighters that I look up to now, Guillermo Rigondeaux, I think he has excellent footwork. He's a great boxer. He's untouchable. Floyd Mayweather he's a great technician. He's a great showman. He knows how to sell himself. And I don't know, man. I think Sugar Ray Robinson was like one of my all-time greats.
Wow. You know, with Floyd, you know, what do you take as a young fighter from him? Do young fighters now look at him like that's what I want to be, or how do you guys look at Floyd from a young fighter's perspective?
I don't want to be like him. I don't want to be like him. I don't want to be hated. Whether he's hated or he's loved by somebody, they're still gonna go. They're gonna still see his fight. They're still gonna pay for the pay-per-view. He's still gonna have people raving about him. You know, whether the people that hate him, people that love him. Thank you. And I just want to be on that level of recognition. Not so much the hate. I want people to love me, but I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people out there that don't like me. Yeah, I'm sure. But I just want to be up there in the upper class fighters, the elite fighters.
And lastly, man, just what do you want to tell the fans, man? What can they expect November 20th? What can they expect to do in 2016 also?
And on the 20th, it's going to be a great fight. I'm going to give it my all. I always give it my all every single fight. I train more. Training is a lot harder than the fight ever is, you know. It's you have to put in the work before you step into the ring. I think it was Muhammad Ali that said it.
I think so.
He said the fight
is won in the gym.
The fight
right?
is won, yeah. On those streets in the gym, blood, sweat, tears, right before he dances under those lights, before anybody sees. So I'll be pushing hard, and you guys expected a great year next year and a great fight on the 20th.
Well, man, thank you for the interview, man. I'll be rooting for you. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you very much.